What's up, graphic designers? Thanks for working so hard on Tuesday's class. I really appreciate those of you guys who submitted the exit ticket, although not everybody wrote their name, sadly. However, I was able to recognize through a little bit of deduction skills that one person who did not write their name said that they helped Julie figure out how to change the color of her brush. So maybe that's Jennifer, maybe that's Lola. You guys are going to always write your name as you guys are submitting these exit tickets. Thank you for letting me know what you're going to work on today. What I also know is two things. One, Sophia loves this class. That makes me so happy, Sophia. I appreciate your enthusiasm. And then Gabe said he was unsure how to create the book cover without the title. I'm going to elaborate on how to do that. However, this video that I shared with you yesterday demonstrates how to do just that, how to perform those layer styles. We're going to click on effects. In the bottom of the layers. So Gabe and everyone, in the bottom of the layers palette, you're going to click effects. And then in this one, layers palette, we're going to click on inner glow. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sort of like reimagining whatever we have as our inspiration. So instead of purple, I'm going to do this blue. And I'm going to change the blending mode from screen to normal. That's really important. And then I'm going to boost it. So I'm going to increase the opacity. And I'm going to increase the size, and we can see
Wow.
that.
So, Gabe, do you see that? Everyone, do you see that? So this is how you achieve that inner glow effect. I'm going to talk to you guys about how to do that with the other sort of like templates. And so here I see stroke and drop shadow. And I can't help but notice that Lola is a great kid, and she submitted the inner glow. And she actually, let's take a look at it. She submitted the inner glow to this assignment. She created her own version of this, which I love. Sophia created this visual, which I like, and Zach, this is fun. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna check out that assignment. Today and every day, you're gonna open up the image. You're gonna click the 3 vertical dots. We're gonna create it in a new window. Open it in a new window. We're gonna click download, and so now we got that high res image. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna download. We're gonna click on Photoshop. We're gonna click File, Open. We're going to go to the downloads folder, and what do you know? There it is. So Gabe and everyone, we're going to be recreating this visual on the right side. As we have right here, the example making lunch turkey sandwiches. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to write some text, and we're going to want to make sure that white is in the foreground. And I'm going to write making tutorials, because that's what's happening right now. I'm going to press check to confirm, Command T, because we're going to boost the size just a tad. And ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what you guys are doing today. We're gonna identify a different font, maybe like a heavier font. And why not? We can do this one. In the video that I shared with you earlier today, I know that if we highlight everything and then press and hold Option and then press down, we can change the leading. So it brings those lines of text a little bit closer. And then I'm using my eyeballs, and I see it says to apply a slant, edit, transform, skew. So I'm going to click edit. And then we're going to do transform, skew. That's cool. And I'm going to skew it up like so. All right. But now we've got to apply that layer style, specifically stroke. That's the outline, right? And so what we can do is click effects, stroke. And we don't want white on white. Instead, we want like this pink on white. And so what I can do is click that little rectangle right there, that little here, this square right here. And I'm going to select, if we select purple, it looks like that color. Pink, green, and you'll notice it changes each time. But I'm going to try to achieve the original effect. I'm going to grab that pink. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see this? This looks amazing. I'm going to press OK. And then I'm going to press OK one more time because that looks great. We also want to apply a drop shadow. So again, we're going to click Effects. We're going to click Drop Shadow. All right. And then what I know is right here on the right side of the screen, it's the techniques, it's the sort of like attributes that we want. So I'm going to click the black square, the black rectangle, and I'm going to click this dark blue. Oh, okay. And then I can't help but notice that the opacity is up to 100%. I notice that the distance is 61-ish. You can ballpark it. The spread is 24. And then the size is not 88 pixels, which is what I have. Instead, it's going to be 0. Bam. Would you look at that? And so that all of a sudden, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to press, actually, let's change the angle just a tad. Maybe right there. And actually, in this instance, I'm going to boost the distance just a little bit. And so that looks more or less like the effect that we have. And so what we're doing is we're going to be reimagining this technique on the right side, but instead of making friends, maybe it's making tutorials, making lunch, maybe it's making free throws. Eric and Ryan, also Nick and Ahmed. I cannot wait to see what you guys produce. You're going to save your work as a JPEG. You're not going to forget to write the equivalent of third time's a charm underneath it, kind of like right here where I have turkey sandwiches. You'll notice there's a drop shadow right there. You're going to apply this technique not just to this assignment, but you're going to submit this as a JPEG, and that's a super old Photoshop assignment. You're going to submit this as a JPEG in this assignment to earn credit. That's going to be amazing. And then we're going to go to bevel and emboss. No one has submitted this yet, and that's okay. You're going to reimagine the bevel and emboss Everfound right here. And you know what you can do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to do it right now real quick. All right, so 3 vertical dots, open a new window. I'm going to click 3 vertical dots again, download because we want the high-res image. I'm going to return to Photoshop. I'm going to click File, Open, and let's go Save, Photoshop, File, Open. There it is. Okay, so check this out, guys. I'm going to make the background color this nice blue, and I'm going to write Photoshop, and maybe we want all uppercase. Maybe all capitals, definitely a heavy font. I'm gonna press check to confirm. Right now, it's not that serious. What we do wanna do is experiment with effects. I'm gonna click effects. I'm gonna click bevel and emboss, and you can see that's the effect. I notice that there's the attributes right here that maybe you wanna experiment with. So I'm gonna experiment with depth, size, I'm gonna reduce soften to 0%. You can check all these other attributes. And so these are different things that you're going to want to experiment with. And when you're done, what you can do is read these instructions on the right. We're going to copy this by using the, okay. So what we could do is right click, rectangular marquee, Command Shift C, Command V, and then we have this right here. And then what we can do is if we click Edit, Transform, Distort, Edit, Transform, Distort, we can drag the corner to corner so the corners are aligned, and now all of a sudden your text, your book that you quote unquote authored is now a bestseller at Barnes & Noble. So maybe you're going to produce something that looks a little bit like this. You're going to press check to confirm. You're going to save it. Everfound, Ballin' Out, Photoshop. You're going to let me know if you have any questions. You're going to submit the appropriate assignment in each Google Classroom assignment. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.